So I think that there are three things and that go towards the positive with community policing. And community policing has definitely in the past had some negative effects on communities of color. Um, and I think that I have, within the past couple of years, especially moving to Washington, D.C., got to experience a different system of community policing because there is a melting pot of people here. And within the DC, Maryland, and Virginia area, you have people from all over the world living here. So, three things that I think are effective within community policing. The first one would have to be starting with children. I think that having children understand that the police are there to protect and serve them, just like their parents, and getting the police officers involved with children's programs, whether it be through literacy, through their sports programs, I think is very helpful. It gets the kids acquainted with, specific officers, and they feel like they are more or less people they can look up to. I think the second thing is for the community in which you live in to definitely have a positive relationship with the police department. If you're a POC living in the Washington area and you feel scared or threatened by the police, I think the thing for you to do is to possibly go to your local police station and really speak to someone and just understand who is there to protect and serve you. And I think the third thing is education. I think that people within the community need to understand the laws and the regulations that affect them. And with community policing, it is a community. It takes everyone within that community for it to work effectively. So it's lawmakers, it is your police officers, it's your doctors, it's your parents, it's your children. They all need to cohesively work together in order for community policing to be effective. And I have seen that happen within the community that I currently live in. I also think that with those three things, starting with children, being able to understand who is there for them, understanding that becoming a police officer could be a potential career path for them. They don't have to be afraid of the police is a great thing. I think having community engagement is a big part of it. If you have a block party, I'm used to having those within cities. They have block parties and everybody gets to know everyone and you grow up with everybody. So that essentially is like you understand who your neighbors are, you know how they operate. I think that that's very important. And then the third thing is that I think education needs to come from both sides. I think that police officers need to understand the communities that they're working in, and the people in the community need to understand laws that affect them and how they could potentially affect them if they get into situations, whether negative or positive, with the police, how they should interact, the laws that the police are supposed to follow and the laws that you are supposed to follow. These are very important things, and I think that this makes a community work very cohesively.